I guess be ready to open the show because there's nobody else in the studio.
I will open the show. My name is Brandon Walker.
You were going to be here, didn't you?
My name is Brandon Walker, and I am here because Ben Mintz texted me and said, I'm going to be 10 minutes late today because God knows that big titty fuck has things to do that he can't host the show for a week at a fucking time. Hello, I'm Brandon Walker. Good to see everybody. Big Ev, thank you for being here. Marty, thank you for being here, at least until February. I appreciate it. It's good to see both of you. I will be back on Monday. That is my announcement. I want to thank everybody for their patience, but I am coming to save this goddamn show on Monday.
Wow. Are you going to be homeless for a month or?
I don't know what I'm going to do. I would like for Dana to go to Jackson so I can live with you for a month, but I have to cover a month. I'm pulling a big F.
It's hard work. It's hard work.
Big F had other options than you.
Yeah, Big Ed was just slaying pussy all over New Jersey. At least if you believe it.
A little New York too.
I'm sorry, excuse me. All over the tri-state area, you probably got some Connecticut pussy in there too.
Close to the border, Westchester.
Although I guess when you lay down on top of a girl, you're probably covering 2 states anyway. I'm sorry, that's not right. I shouldn't have done that. Boys, how's it going?
It's good, man. It's good, Loving life.
Are you really?
I really am, actually.
It would seem like your life would be hard to love, Marty.
Yeah, I know. Well, people think it, but I had what an amazing weekend I had. Nice time yesterday. I'm living life, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I can't find my hairspray, so my hair's all shitty.
No Fleshman's chains in Mississippi. That's
I don't have hairspray in Mississippi either.
Well, no, just everybody relax. We got it. It just has grease in it. So yeah, it was Rhea's birthday. Was that right?
Yep, yesterday. There was only 470 comments on my Instagram. That was it, though.
Okay, well, happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to her. Anyway, so I'm only here because it's Win Total Wednesday, and I'm going to do the first 20 minutes.
All right, so start off with your first one.
I'm meeting my contractor. I bought a house down here, so I'm meeting a contractor to redo my house at 11:30.
How much did you get fucking paid?
Houses don't cost that much.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He's right. It only cost me $100,000, but I just paid off the debt from my dad who sold it due to his meth habit.
It costs $100,000 to be homeless here.
Rico's not here, so there was no dad joke coming for you.
I understand, and I know Rico's not there because I need him to be there to cover me being gone, and he's a selfish prick, so he's not there.
He hasn't been here all week, right?
He was at Hershey.
Hershey? Who goes to Hershey for vacation?
I don't know.
I don't like my hair. I
like it.
Now that I have the shirt and the hair combination, I look like an old lesbian, and I don't like it.
You look like Ellen if she gained weight.
I look like Ellen if she just stopped caring whatsoever. And they cancel Ellen's show 2 weeks later. She looks like this.
Is she canceled?
No, I don't think
she got outed. She got outed for being a bad person. I think that's what it was.
I think they try to cancel her every like couple of months, but I don't think she's cancelable.
She's just not nice.
I don't think anyone is if you just don't accept it. Unless you do something so bad that all your fans just leave you, which is pretty rare.
Look at Morgan Wallen. He tried to get canceled twice, and he's the biggest country star.
Yeah, but country fans aren't that mad about an N-word slipping in there.
To be honest,
they're like,
when it happened, the people that would be mad, they were like, this music's pretty good. They were like coming back.
He just did a song with Lil Durk after.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I mean, you just uncovered something unintentionally, but usually when people get canceled, it's because people are being mad on behalf of other people who really aren't that mad.
Agreed.
Yeah, I could relate.
All right, so I got win total Wednesday. Big Ev, did you like my tweet last night?
Which one? I'm sorry, I didn't.
Wow. Maybe pay attention to something other than your own life one time, Big Ev.
Was it the Big 12 quarterbacks? Because I didn't like your list there.
No, it wasn't, and I saw that you didn't like my list. And
it wasn't that I didn't like the list. I thought all of you had JT too low besides Casey. I'm a JT guy.
I have him fourth.
I think him being below Sanders is crazy. I don't hate Sanders, but I don't think he's that good.
Fair enough. Sanders is just a guy. You're kind of right about that.
I think JT's very good. I'm a big JT guy.
I just tweeted the Braxton Miller clip because.
Yes, I know online the guy who you got into a little riff with. He just followed me for a long time. I don't know him personally, but.
I mean, I get into you're going to be more specific.
He was the guy who was mad at you because Braxton wasn't in your top 10.
That fucking idiot! That was a fucking idiot.
I don't think he's top 10 all the time, but I think he's in the. He's definitely up there in a conversation.
He's in conversation, but Braxton Miller's not top 10 most electric all time. What are we talking about?
If he didn't get hurt, I think he could have been
top 10.
Okay, but he did get hurt.
No, it's fair. I said he's probably not. He's top 10, but he's up there.
Stop saying he's probably not top 10 and just say he's not top 10.
I'll say it. He's not.
His quarterback years, he was great.
He's not top 20.
No. Big F, there's been a lot of players in.
No, there has. That's why I'm conceding, but
I don't know that I'd give him top 5 in Ohio State history.
That's actually pretty true. Yeah, you've had a lot of good players that I would be like
electric?
Definitely than Braxton Miller.
Well, I mean, yeah, because we've had the Gins and guys like that.
All right, Ginn, Terrell Pryor, fucking. If you want to talk electric, Chase Young, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all right.
Of course.
All right, here we go. Win total Wednesday. I always give 2, so here's my first one.
Are you going to give a fucking pick, by the way, this week or ever? You have 9 picks this month.
Marty, here's the thing. I don't fake it. I don't. And this vacation / month off away from not having a house has allowed me to not bet on baseball. I don't want to bet on baseball, so I haven't bet on baseball.
All right, I guess that's the answer.
I
can't argue with it. You don't want to bet baseball. You don't bet baseball.
I might do this every year. I might leave for July because it's the only thing you can bet on. Once the NBA Finals and Stanley Cup Finals are over, I'm useless until NFL preseason, maybe.
Oh yeah,
You're not even putting out WNBA picks like you used to.
Yeah, because I'm not really. I don't feel like finding the channel, and I don't feel like finding the stream. I'm literally too lazy to bet on the WNBA. I'm watching the Yankees and my MLB package.
Speaking of the Yankees, they took one on the chin last night, huh?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, bad. They'll win tonight.
Y'all can talk about that in a minute. Here's my first over or under my first win total. I've got 4 so far. I'm doing 2 a week, and this is in the SEC, and it is an under. And I'm starting to bet quarterbacks. I'm not really betting teams as much as I'm betting quarterbacks. And there's one quarterback in the SEC who's getting his dick sucked for no reason. He's perpetually average. He was not good last year. He averaged 175 yards per game. Yet somebody is telling me that Will Levis is going to lead Kentucky to 10 wins. Somebody is telling me that he's going to be a first-round pick. Based on what? It can't be his play. Is it just you saw him shirtless throwing a ball and you think, oh, my God, he looks like an NFL quarterback?
Size and arm.
That's not how it works. He has played a season in the SEC, and he was outright bad. He averaged 175 yards. In 8 SEC games, he threw for more than 300 yards once. He threw for more than 200 yards once. He's not a good quarterback. And the rest of the SEC East caught up to Kentucky in the offseason. Tennessee will be better. South Carolina will be better. Florida will be better. Everybody in there will be better, and they've got better quarterbacks. Kentucky, under 8. Under 8 for Kentucky. Now, they won 9 last year. They've got road games. They got a home game at Georgia. That's a loss. They got road games, I believe, I pulled it up right here. They go to Ole Miss. They go to Florida. They go to Tennessee. They go to Missouri. They might lose all 4 of those. At least 3 of them. And they've got Georgia. I'm going under 8 for Kentucky. That's my pick.
I like that because, I mean, obviously I'm not as in tune to college football as you guys, but all I hear about is how good they're going to be and how good, like, Kentucky's, like, oh, their basketball, football is so good now, like, whatever. Yeah. That's a lot of pressure on them, and 8 wins is a lot. So I like it.
Kentucky also not a program that traditionally does well when they have expectations of doing well. They can sneak up on you and get 9 or 10, but when they are expected to win 9 or 10, that's when the cheese slides off the cracker really quickly.
Yeah, like last year, it was like, oh shit, Kentucky, like maybe they're really turning this around, and then now they have the expectations, they'll win 7.
Also, right, me and Mincy kind of dove in that yesterday. A big thing I brought up too. They lost Wendell Robinson, who literally was like their entire passing offense.
Right.
I don't know what they're going to do without him. They had one of the best offensive lines in the country where they lost a few pieces off that. The running game should still be decent. Like Rodriguez is a good back, but
he's hurt.
I'm with you. I'm not like the biggest Levis guy. Like I think he's okay. I don't understand other than him being 6'5" and 240 pounds and having a big arm why he's a first round talent. I don't like out of thin air. It was like all of a sudden you just woke up one day looking at 2023 mock drafts, and Will Levis was just in the top 10. I was like, how did that happen?
Based on what?
Where did that come from? Like, I was like, what? Like, is there something I don't know? Is he just going to throw for someone saw in the future? He's going to throw for 300 yards this year and run for 50?
All right. I'm going to give my other one right now, and then I'm going to sneak out of here at about 11:20 when you guys are talking. I'm going to be a real dick about it. But my other one is in the Big Ten, and since I'm betting quarterbacks, I want to bet on a quarterback who's a little bit disrespected. When I put him,
you're going to steal mine, motherfucker. You're going to steal mine. I already know who you're going to take, and it's my.
What color are they wear?
I'm wearing it right now.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Sort of. Maybe you're thinking of someone different then.
I'm thinking of somebody different.
Okay.
Every time I put Talia Tagovailoa on this list, people freak out. Oh my God, he's not that good. Oh my God, he's not that good. You look at his fucking stats. He's that good. 27 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and 5 of them were in one game. He had one awful game, and people think that defines who he is. Also, his receivers got hurt in the middle of the season. He had to go without his number 1 and number 2 receivers. Now he's got them back. Yep. He's got a good receiver room. Maryland has been recruiting at a high level for them for the last 2 or 3 years, and it's time for that to show on the field. Their win total is 5.5, okay? They opened the season with Buffalo, Charlotte, and SMU at home. SMU not easy, but at home I'm giving Maryland the edge. That's 3 wins. So now I got to get 3 everywhere else in the schedule. I got a road game at Indiana and a home game at Northwestern. I'm at 5. So I got to get 1 more between 7 games. At Wisconsin, at Penn State, Ohio State at home, Rutgers on the road, or Rutgers at home, Michigan State at home. At Michigan, I can get another win. Probably going to get another 2. I think Maryland's going 7-5, maybe even 8-4 this year. Maryland over 5.5 with a decent quarterback. And the Big Ten quarterbacks are not good.
No,
they're not good at all. After the first 5 or 6, it is garbage in the Big Ten. That's why Maryland's going to have a puncher's chance every single week that they're not playing Ohio State. They're not playing. God damn it.
It's not me laughing like. Don't worry, Mincy.
Put the headphones on.
What's going on?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Why are you late?
I got on a train that got here at 11:57.
But you texted TJ at like 10:20.
I know.
And said you were late.
I know. I knew. I had an 11 o'clock train. The last train from Long Beach was at 11 o'clock, and I got here. I thought I would get here earlier. I got here at 11:50.
You were in Long Beach last night?
Yeah, I stayed in Long Beach because I went to fish in Jones Beach.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Long
It's
Beach
not
is-
nice. You couldn't get up and get an earlier train?
I didn't realize. I take blame. I woke up at 9:30 thinking there would be a train.
Don't announce that you take blame like it's noble.
Well, it wasn't noble for sure, but it was fun. But it was fun. So I made 10 minutes. I appreciate you guys. And
Of course,
Win Total
it's
Wednesday, I got a pick ready. I'm ready
Wait,
to roll.
Brandon, before you go, I want to. We should have addressed it at first, but Coley leaving is a sad.
Yeah, I
thing.
know honkers too.
Real sad.
Nobody gives a shit about the honkers. Okay.
Yeah, but we're champions, and you.
No, you're not. The Uptown Balls are champions. So I don't like it. I like Coley. I wish I had done more stuff with Coley. Every time Coley's around, I just like the big, goofy son of a bitch because he's bigger than me and a little, not quite as goofy, but I love him. I love the guy. And he's leaving, and I watched him talk to Dave. And listen, I don't want to talk out of school, but, it's obviously Coley's got some plans somewhere. He's got to go somewhere and do some things. So I don't know. I love Coley. I wish he wasn't leaving. That's all.
I do too. I've been talking to him. He's Coley actually basically was the first one to actually give me a chance here and like put me on mixtape, and that's where I kind of got my start. So Coley's amazing. It's sad. I mean, he's been here for
Since
over
2010.
12 years, and he's just obviously he's not happy with some things happening here. So sad.
No, it sucks.
Yeah, I agree. Love Coley. He was. I got really lucky to be a part of the Honkers just because when Carabas was leaving, he needed a third. I just looked into it, and it was just unbelievable getting to know him. He's just such a good dude. I'm very, very sad as well. But
Yeah.
He has one of my dogs. He has one of Maggie RIP's puppies.
Oh, that's
Oh, I thought you
Didn't
said
know
it was
that.
one of my dogs.
I didn't know that.
I did know that. I forgot about that.
All right, I want to hear a couple win totals before I go. I got 5 minutes. Big F, give me one.
Let me go fast because I want to listen to Big F's, and I want to get mine over with because mine's quick. Arizona under 2.5. They are the worst football team. I fucking hate them. And taking small teams is like the really small. Like last year, I took UConn. It was so fun just to watch them lose so much. They play a lot. Like even their first game in San Diego State, they're 6-point underdogs there. They got Mississippi State. They'll get smoked. North Dakota State is not a. That's not an easy win.
They're probably an underdog.
They're probably an underdog,
Probably an
yeah.
underdog, yeah.
And Oregon, Colorado, Washington, USC, Utah, UCLA. They got a tough. They got it tough. So under 2.5.
I like the bet. The only thing I'm scared of is they got a new quarterback from Washington State who might be. It was going to be a lot better than what they had. So, but the rest of their team's going to be garbage.
Yeah.
Continue. Who wants to continue?
I guess I'll go. So I guess I kind of gave it away when I said the color. I thought you were talking about Peyton Thorne, but I agree with you on Talia for the record. Just in general, I think he's much better than people give him credit for. I'm taking Michigan State over 7.5. They obviously lost Kenneth Walker, which is a big loss. But here's what I'm going to give you that they filled it with that I think people aren't talking about. Mr. Jerick Broussard, who was I'm a huge fan of betting him in at Colorado. He was the 2020 Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year. Last year he suffered because they were just so bad they couldn't do anything on offense. He is not the same style of running back. He's smaller, faster, phenomenal running back. They're going to be really, really good again. The defense brings back most. They got a few other guys from Florida, a couple transfers they brought in on the D-line that's going to be very good again. They led the Big Ten in sacks last year. I don't understand why it's 7.5. I think they could easily finish the year as a top 15 team. I think they have a really good shot to be the number 2 team in the Big Ten in general. I don't see why it's 7.5. I think that's really low. Their out-of-conference schedule is really weak. It's like Akron and somebody else that's shitty the beginning of the year. I'd be shocked if they don't win 9 games. Maybe not shocked is strong, but I think they should easily win 8 or 9 games. I don't see why it's 7.5. I think they're going to be very good again.
Yeah, I like Michigan State too, and the point you make is right. Kenneth Walker was the engine last year, and they just went out and got another one, like Jerick Broussard.
And they also got Jalen Berger, but I think Broussard's much better. Broussard's really fucking good. Very good running back.
He was the best running back. He was one of the best running backs in the country.
That's
2
what
years
I'm
ago.
saying. I couldn't believe last year he only had like 600-something yards, but the team it was just dreadful. You can't, when your offensive line's just that bad, the team's just that bad. It's tough to run the ball, but I think he's going to be, he could be right there with Travion Henderson as like first team all Big Ten running back this year. He's a monster. He's really fucking good.
Big Ten's kind of loaded at running back too.
That's true.
All right.
Yeah, Braylon Allen's gonna be tough. He's very good as well.
Mo Ibrahim at Minnesota.
For sure.
Might be
Yep.
all of them.
If he's healthy, if he comes back from that injury.
Why don't you give me one before I can get out of here?
I got Mississippi State over 6.5. I think the four. No, I really do. I mean, I'm not
Marty.
joking.
Hey, Marty.
Yep.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
What? I don't get to speak about it.
You do get to speak about it. Do you pay attention to the group chat?
Oh, I hadn't yet today.
Okay. All right. Continue.
All right. No, I like Mississippi State over 6.5. I think Mississippi State gets total revenge on Memphis after they got screwed last year in that game. The rest of the non-conference is Arizona and 2 easy wins. That gets you to 4. I don't like that they have Georgia in the crossover. Obviously, that's tough. But Leach teams are historically really, really good underdogs. And I think they go 4-0 non-conference and they can find 3 more wins. I mean, I think it's very possible. Whether it's LSU, they get Arkansas at home. Egg Bowl's always, I mean, Ole Miss won the last 12 too, but it's a toss-up a lot. You know, it's a rivalry game. They go either way. I think State finds their way to 7, maybe 8 wins this year. It's Leach's 3rd year now. He's got more of his guys in there. Will Rogers took a really big step forward late in the year. He struggled in the Ole Miss game with the wind and the weather because he doesn't have that strong of an arm and isn't that mobile. But I really liked how he played down the stretch, except for that Ole Miss game. And I think State's going to win 7 or 8 games.
I like the pick. The only reason I was messing with you was Marty sent 2 picks in the group chat today. One was Arizona and one was Mississippi State over 6.5.
No, that was Mincy.
That was me.
That was you?
Yeah,
That was Mincy. That's why I didn't understand. I thought I was in. I got kicked out.
I literally went back and looked at the group chat because I was confused.
No, that was me.
Yeah.
Oh, I messed up the group chat then. My bad. My bad.
You saw them.
I just thought 6.5's low, Brandon. I mean, Leach is in his 3rd. The roster turnover from Mullen to Leach was a lot, and now
You gotta understand. Once Marty starts talking in the group chat, I tune it out, and and so I'm sorry, Mintz. That disrespect towards your pick was completely mistaken, and I'm sorry.
What do you? I mean, obviously, you being the State fan that you are, I mean, year 3 now he's got the roster turned over from Mullen to Leach. I just thought
no, we're winning 9 games.
I mean, I think they're going to be good.
Yeah, we're gonna beat Georgia too. I'll see y'all.
See ya. He is loving life.
Oh yeah.
My God, I'm surprised he's actually come back.
He's almost too happy.
Mincy, he did talk a lot when you were on your Mincy tour. He's been gone for a month, and he hasn't said anything. So it's like, who's really taking the tour?
Yeah, no, he went back. I mean, he's been back since early June, right?
Yeah, it's been a long time,
Look, I'll say, I know he gives me a lot of shit, but I respect, Brandon does do a lot of stuff around here, and, I don't, if he wants to go.
What'd he do?
I mean, it's summer, though, if he goes home and he's dealing with family
We
stuff.
throw out,
Mincy,
people
this is
do
your
a lot.
chance to
Yeah,
just-
Mincy,
Just absolutely just put this knife right in his back.
Yeah, don't give him respect.
Well, I will say the thing I do want to laugh at today was the Pardon My Take thing where Brandon had to present the Southerner of the Year to me on Twitter.
Yep.
That was pretty damn fun.
Well deserved on your part.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're more South than him.
Well, I just that was really, really, really funny. I mean, even if he made the D cup titty comment, I can't fault him for that. But I just loved getting to see Brandon have to give the Southerner of the Year to me. That was
he's loving life, but he's also definitely going stir crazy down there. Like he keeps feeling like he's out of the loop on shit and that he's like missing out on stuff, which he is. But he's I think he's ready to come back.
I have to disagree. I've never seen this guy this happy. He's always mad when he's here. When he's in Mississippi, when he could do his in and out of 20 minutes, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave now."
Oh,
He doesn't care.
The thing with Brandon, I bet his wife and his 4 kids are a lot happier in Mississippi. And so him being around that day to day invariably makes him more happy. I would think.
I think today we take some calls. So let's take some calls today.
I like it too. Wednesday's a good take call day.
Yeah.
Y'all obviously talked about Yankees Mets already.
No, we haven't talked about anything yet. Honestly, we just did college football. So it's 888-786-6522. That's 888-STOOL22 to call in. We'll talk about whatever you want. Let's start with the Yankees and Mets. I mean, there's nothing worse when you get back-to-back home runs and then in the half inning after you're down 4-2. Listen, Walker's a good pitcher. Montgomery struggled. I don't know why he was confused, why he was getting taken out when he let up 5 runs in 2 innings. That didn't make any sense to me. The Yankees without Stanton sucks. That didn't help, but no excuses. The Mets we gave that game to them. They won. It was bad. I didn't like it.
No, I mean I wasn't a fan for sure.
And Aaron Boone, you've been so good. You've been so good. But what fucking moron, what idiotic person can you be where IKF has been one of our most clutch players in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks? If you look at him, he has been hot as fuck. What was he yesterday? He was bad. He had 2 hits yesterday too, right? And you put
He low-key kind of has been all year. He's came up in big spots. He's came up well.
Been
for sure.
very clutch. You put IKF up with, was it first and second?
It was almost like he just wanted someone with home run power. But I mean,
Fuck that.
You got to extend the game.
Let me tell you, this is not a Frank stat. Aaron Judge has more home runs than Joey Gallo has hits. That is not a Frank stat. That is the most sad
What has
thing.
happened to Joey Gallo?
He's the worst player of all time.
No, he legitimately, I think this year has struck out almost 40% of his at bats.
It's like
Something
Is it like the
crazy.
Remember what happened to Chris Davis, the Orioles guy?
Kinda.
When he
Maybe
hit 50 and
not
fell off,
quite
maybe
as-
not quite to that level, but
Honestly, it could be as bad, but we just don't pay him like a shit ton of money, so it probably doesn't feel. Davis, it was like they gave him a big contract, and then he started doing that. I mean, this was me when I watched it. I was head scratching.
at first I was
head
like,
scratching decision. I
you know
don't
what? Maybe
understand it, but
he'll hit a home run and like, oh, now we're like, fuck, we got to keep him for a while. No. He didn't come close to the ball. He was horrible. It's the stupidest decision you could ever make.
no, a trade. We need a lefty. They're saying we're back in on Benintendi. Hopefully, that's. I've kind of just been like keep my eye on him, just being like, please, please, please.
Yeah, I like.
Give us the guy who's the better fielder, who's also a lefty, who might not have the home run pop, but he's batting like 300 this year. Much rather have that in the back of the lineup than some guy
you've
who
got plenty of power.
and strikes out 40% of the time and hits a home run 2%.
I mean, you've already got plenty of power.
That's what I'm saying. We're fine. Like Bennett, like we need a guy who can hit for average. We have plenty of pop.
Yeah, I think.
Atmosphere awesome last night.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed pretty good. I mean,
There was a weird. The game went stale for the over was my best bet of the day, and there was 8 runs in the third inning, and I was sweating. They didn't score for like 5 innings.
Oh wow!
And then the Mets. Who fucking scored? The Mets scored one. What was in the 8th? I think they scored. They put one on the board to make it 6-3. That the over hit, but
Just a huge actress just walked by. Huge.
I missed it.
She's ginormous. I'll show you guys. I forget her name, but I know who exactly she is. So the Yankees today. I said it yesterday, where it's like the Yankees, Montgomery against Walker, whatever. Today is Domingo Germán, who is awful. It's his second game he's pitched this year, and against Scherzer. The Yankees is the biggest dog they've been all year for
plus
sure.
like almost 160, 155. I've seen.
Wow.
Yeah, I think you.
It literally makes sense. I mean, it's literally the best pitcher in baseball versus maybe the worst.
How do you not take the Yankees today?
Honestly, yesterday when I talked about it, I was basically conceding game 2.
You are.
And now I kind of feel better about it that we lost.
Yeah.
Plus 155 and the Yanks, hell of a price.
All right, everyone, call in 888-STOOL-22, 888-786-6522.
I'm kind of down to hear some of our listeners if they got some win total picks today in college football.
For sure.
Let's discuss it.
Even though I love that half of them it's just them pitching their own team's win total over, I still love it.
You know her?
Zoe Deutsch.
From like Dirty Grandpa.
Oh, I'm not gonna know her for sure.
She looks familiar. Once I saw her walk by, she looks familiar.
Yeah, you know her.
I'm not a good like movie guy with actress, stuff like that.
All right, let's talk to our guy Mark in Philly. What's up, Mark?
What's up, fellas? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. I've got some more win totals for y'all. I gave out 4 last week. Mincy was not happy with me, but I don't think I'll be upsetting anyone with these. I'm going
Saints
with
going to be 5-12 is the most egregious take. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Mark, to interrupt.
I don't think they're going to be very good. I love their under for sure. But for I'm going with 1 over and 1 under in the same division in the NFC. For the over, I'm going with the Vikings over 8.5. I get it. Kirk Cousins doesn't get anyone excited, but they won 8 games last year, and their head coach and QB wanted to fist fight each other. 8 of their 9 losses were by 1 possession, and they brought in an offensive-minded coach. I think they're going to get the most out of Dalvin, Jefferson, and Thielen, even with Kirk. And another reason that I love that Minnesota over is because it has to do with my under. I think there's going to be 2 terrible teams in the bottom of the North. I talked about how low I was on Detroit last week, but I'm even lower on Chicago. I like Fields, but I'm not sure the Bears do. If you look at their offseason, adding nothing at receiver, hiring a defensive-minded head coach, just brutal in my opinion. They've done nothing to help him at all, and I don't think there's a chance in hell that they sniff 7 games. They might have the worst roster in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, they've cut down getting Khalil Mack being gone now, too. That defense has got strapped down. I saw Raekwon Smith's having contract problems, too.
Yeah, he's holding out, right?
He's holding out. That ain't good.
Thank you, Mark. To be honest, we haven't even talked about Jimmy Garoppolo. Done.
Wait.
They moved on from Jimmy Garoppolo.
Who, the Niners?
Yeah. They're on to Trey Lance.
Well,
I knew that.
They kind of knew that. They're just
trying to trade him.
They're trying to trade him, and
That's what
they
I'm
haven't
saying.
really
He's
found like
done.
that.
I mean, his salary's so damn big. It's
Yeah.
no one has the salary cap money to take it. He makes like $35 million.
I'm kind of surprised that some teams like
I'm gonna be
Like,
honest.
but I guess at this point, there's kind of a spot where, like, once like the Colts made the Matt Ryan move, like the football team, the Commanders made like the Wentz move. There kind of wasn't really too many. And I think
Texans aren't trying to win.
Texans aren't trying to win.
They're not trying to win.
The Panthers, I don't think we're trying to take on a contract like that. When they know, I mean, Rule's probably gonna get fired. I mean, I don't know. I guess they're kind of a weird year where there just wasn't really the right fit.
The Seahawks weirdly love Drew Lock, and they going back to even the draft, they loved him. They had like a weird hot thing on him. We'll find out what they're seeing.
Them too. I think it makes sense not to go after a guy like that because I think you're not going to be like Jimmy Garoppolo's not putting that roster over the top.
No,
they're not there.
But do you think he gets a little bit of a bad rap?
Jimmy G. I think
Little
he's
bit.
well.
I don't think he's as bad as
no.
people
He's
say.
no. I think they're treating him the right way in the sense that he's a guy that can like think about the roster that he took to the Super Bowl. That's a phenomenal roster. It's a great offensive line, great run game, phenomenal defense, and that's really the only spot he can do that. So if there's no team like that out there, you could have said maybe the Colts, but like I said, I think Matt Ryan is a little more upside than he does, in my opinion. Some people can disagree with me on that, but I think once the team like that was the move that probably made the most sense for him to go succeed.
Yeah.
So I think once the Colts were out of the question, I don't think there was really another team that's roster was good enough for him with his skill set to put over the top. So I think it's like a mediocre team, a team that you think is not going to be good. You're not going to go pay Jimmy Garoppolo $30 million or whatever this season to be average. That's what I think he is. I think he's average at best.
I think another thing you're leaving out is he doesn't stay on the field either.
Also,
if you're giving $30 million, like Matt Ryan stays on the field, and
Matt Ryan's like an Eli Manning where like he doesn't get sacked. He'll
Self-sacks,
self-sacks. But it's just Garoppolo. You know, if you're going to make $30 million and not be elite, you need to at least be able to play every week. And he's always hurt.
Also, Julio Jones.
Yeah, wild.
They gave him an incentive contract too, right?
I think it was 6 base, and he could get 8 with incentives.
And obviously, everyone's like, "Oh, like why are you all excited? It's Julio Jones. He's old now." It's like Julio Jones. I still feel like he's got it, and I feel like this is the exact team he should be on.
He just needs to stay if he stay healthy.
If he stays healthy. I mean, I don't think it's like, especially for $6 million. Why the fuck not? You're gonna give Julio Jones a chance when you have Mike Evans already. So it's
and Godwin.
Yeah.
The thing with Julio too, they kind of were. You know, you can be like the way that the Pats and Bucks were a little careful with Gronk the last few years, saving him for the playoffs. I think you can be careful with Julio during the year if the Bucks are having a good year, because that division's, unless the Saints challenge, no one else will. And I think you can be real careful about having him for the playoffs and having him peak. I think you treat him real careful during the season.
I still think Gronk could come back at the end of the season.
I don't think
he's
Camille
retired, but
Camille said he's going to probably play again.
If they go like 12-5 and they got a bye, or they're just like a real contender, like as long as everyone stays, which they're going to be as long as everyone stays healthy for the most part. I think there's a really solid chance that he all of a sudden they sign him week like
10.
I was going to even say like 15.
He should just play.
Like sign him late.
He should just sign to any team that's a contender every year in the 14th.
Literally just sign him. Just sign him week like 13, and just don't even play him the regular season.
Yeah, just learn more of the
just get him. I mean, you saw it the year they won the Super Bowl. I mean, he was kind of like whatever in the regular season and just showed out in the playoffs.
Yeah, because he has
the Super Bowl.
If he has, he doesn't need a playoff fucking season. What's
no.
And also, like, who says no to Julio Jones being your third or fourth option? Please tell
It's a
me.
great spot because you're expecting not a lot. You don't have to have anything from him with Evans and hopefully Godwin coming back healthy. But then the upside, and then giving another guy that can stretch the field with Brady.
Yeah, exactly.
No. I mean, I think it's a smart move for the Bucs. It's funny because Shea has been just bagging on Julio Jones since I've been at Barstool, and so I'm sure now he just loves. I'm sure.
Now he's the best.
Sure, he just loves the move now. His hamstrings and body breaking down are going to magically just be okay if he's a Buck.
I mean, Tannehill's not the guy that's going to be getting him open all the time, like stretching the field. Like Tom Brady's a guy who.
Oh, for sure.
Tom Brady made Edelman like the best. Obviously, Edelman's amazing, but like, I don't know how Edelman does on the Titans. Like,
No fair.
Brady makes these guys. Rodgers makes these guys. Also, Rodgers looked pretty sick.
That was wild. The
walking in.
beater. The beater, just long hair, tucked into jeans with a belt.
I'll tell you what else is good today. Michael Thomas on a practice field for the first time in God knows how long.
Can't guard Mike.
No, but missed the whole year last year and was hurt 2 years ago. But he was out there running routes today, day one. He's off the PUP list. The Saints had Marcus Callaway as the number one receiver going into the year last year. Now you got Thomas, Olave, and Jarvis Landry. So Market Philly, take that, dude.
Jarvis Landry's on the Saints?
Yeah, and he's
a nice three.
Landry,
Healthy, that's a real nice three.
Landry's from New Orleans too, and so he's gonna be he's got a 1 year deal for $3 million up to $6 million with incentives on a prove it, restore his value.
I think the Saints are fine. I don't think they're obviously not.
I'm not sitting here telling you they're going to win 12 games. I think they're going to keep being a solid organization and win 9 or 10 and be in the wild card race. And
I was going to say 10 wins. I think they win this year.
Pretty tough schedule. I'm thinking about going, Marty. Did you ever go over to London any since you've been here?
London, no.
Okay, well, the Saints Vikings is London, and I talked to Troops, and I was like, Troops, we got to go to the Saints Vikings game in London, and he was like, oh, I'm down, Vincy. I think that would be some fun content.
Oh yeah, London seems awesome.
Crazy, the first game. We were talking about it yesterday. I think it was the Nebraska. It's Nebraska Northwestern. Week 1 is in Ireland.
Yep.
Or week 0, technically. Yep. Week 0, not week 1, week 0.
Why?
Wild.
It's just like the most random game to be in Ireland.
I figured like Notre Dame would be our, Notre Dame
in Ireland.
They don't want to give up home games.
All right, let's take a call from, I think, the Armenian Prince.
I like it.
What's going on, man?
Hey, Marty, Ev, what's shaking?
What's going on?
Oh, our guy. This is the Eli guy, no? The Manning, Archie?
No, a little Archie, man.
Hey!
Come on.
Let's go.
Hammer the over on the Texas, okay? When you got little Archie and Matthew McConaughey on the sidelines, you hammer the over every time. We just got high noons in Canada. You guys have been dicing these up on your promos all the time. We only have the grapefruit one. I've bought in 3 2-4s in the last 3 weeks. They're unbelievable. A lot of White Claws at the bottom of the cooler these days. Is it okay to like the Red Sox and Yankees? I follow you guys. I really appreciate your guys' enthusiasm about baseball. I'm not a big baseball guy. Best baseball I ever saw was Yankees Red Sox back in 2003 or whenever it was when the Yankees came back, and now we just kind of root for them to meet in the playoffs. Is that a psychotic move on my part as a sports fan?
I don't think rooting for them to play each other in the playoffs is psychotic. I think that's like that's appreciating the game.
It's like wanting Duke and Carolina to play in the Final Four.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's crazy.
Yeah, if you like both.
Okay, I appreciate that.
I would say rooting for both as a fan would be crazy, but just wanting them to match up in the playoffs, I do not think is crazy. No.
Like, whoever's doing well, I go for them because it's good
it's
for
us right now.
One of them in there. Like, I'm not watching the Colorado Rockies.
Root for the Yankees this year. We're killing
the Red Sox are playing bad ball right now.
What do you guys think about this all-New York parlay future? I got the Yankees parlayed with Brian Daboll to win Coach of the Year.
Love it.
You're talking to the right two right here.
I love it.
Oh, why do you think I called in? We got the Giants boys. Hey, Minty, what's going on? I think your teams aren't that good, so I'll talk to the boys right now.
I love it.
You see the Saints record the last 6 or 7 years? I mean,
hey, the Yankees.
They've won like 78% of their games.
The Giants are on the.
It's pretty.
Do you like Drew Brees, Minty? Do you like Drew Brees?
Hell
Is he
yeah,
your guy?
Hell yeah, like Drew Brees. Got the freaking Saints Super Bowl after.
You know what I didn't like about Drew Brees? You know what I don't like about Drew Brees? All those years in the NFC, he didn't really have much to deal with. Eli got through 2. Drew Brees got none. He had Sean Payton. He had Silk Black Beauty.
None? Did you not watch 2009?
He got one. But like one is none. If you do have
One is none. What kind of egregious thing is that?
If you don't got two,
You don't two, you have none, huh? Aaron Rodgers has none.
Everybody gets a shooting star once in a while, but when you do it twice against Tom Brady, baby, you're a legend. Then you punch out a little Archie Manny. The Manny legacy continues.
I love this fucking guy. I love the
When you have one, you have none is the most egregious.
That was funny. That was good.
I mean, it's funny,
Thank
but
you,
it's
my
not,
guy.
It's true.
Appreciate you.
it's
calling
not.
in.
It's not true whatsoever.
That
When you
is-
win a Super Bowl or a national title, you have one, and you are no longer a joke, and you are forever, at least in the club.
I have never heard
That
one
was
is
hilarious.
none of
One is
Super
none.
Bowls. I kinda
One is
love it.
none.
You
Is
got
Super
one,
Bowl,
you got
so Aaron
none.
Rodgers has no Super Bowl.
That's just fucking
You have to have
funny.
two to be solidified.
He beats Tom Brady and then puts
Spits
out a little Archie.
little Archie to continue the legacy.
All right.
Well, I mean, it was funny, but
Kyle, what's going on, man?
Boys, how you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. Living. So I got a win total here. Not a homer by any stretch of the imagination, but just hear me out. BC Eagles over 6.5. You look at the schedule. They're going to beat Rutgers. Sorry, TJ. They're actually going to smoke this crap out of them. And then they get through the first 4 games, and then you get Clemson at home. And people forget they had Grosel to back up last year in Clemson. They had him on the ropes on like the 11-yard line. They should have won that game, and they blew the 4 down to the backup quarterback. You get Jerkovic back. You get Flowers back. You get Jalen Gill back. You get Pat Garwo back. They bring in the offensive line coach, Dave DeGuglielmo, 2-time Super Bowl winner with the Giants, worked for many pro staffs with Belichick and them.
You're definitely
They have
not a Boston College fan, right?
No, definitely not.
Yeah, no, for sure not. I don't hate it though. I mean, they have a lot of hype around them.
No,
feel
I
like all the
actually
time.
agree with him.
Jerkovic staying healthy, they're gonna be good.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
No, I do.
I have a
I
question
actually-
for him. How are they going to keep Jerkovic healthy with no returning offensive lineman?
I'm so happy you said that because that's why they got DeGuglielmo, the guy who's a mastermind. He made Quentin Nelson over at Notre Dame and came over to the Colts. He was a first-year coach under Frank Reich. He made Quentin Nelson the Rookie of the Year lineman that he was. So even though they lose Mahogany, he's going to come in there. He's going to run the ship correctly. He's a certified pros pro. They already got some big boys up there. They're a little young, but, I mean, you got young offensive lines everywhere, especially with the linemen that came out in last year's draft. So I'm not really worried about it. I mean, what kind of defense is Rutgers going to bring week 1?
I guess we'll find out.
All right.
Whenever you ask somebody a question, they say, "I'm so happy you asked that." You know they're ready
Thank
to
you
cook.
for the.
They're ready to cook.
Call, but
I'm glad you asked that.
But that's
So
why
glad you
college
asked.
sports are the best because it's like 2 people that have absolutely no chance of winning anything are arguing over things. Like week 1, they're playing each other. Their win totals are 4 and 6.
Y'all laugh all the time at me and Walker going at it with the whole State stuff.
But
you
that's
know?
the thing. Like if
I mean-
Rutgers won 7 games this year, TJ would have a boner for his entire life.
That's the ceiling of my yeah. That's good. Did you see the video? Rutgers
TJ,
posted
yeah,
today?
I want to
Yeah,
bring
I
talk
saw
about
it, TJ.
Yeah, TJ, that was awesome.
It was fucking funny. You sitting there and like it was just an outrageous video.
TJ Hitchings.
Like,
I
it's
graduated
no
from
one in
Rutgers
there?
2019, and now I work as a video producer at Barstool
Wait for
Sports
Za.
in New York City.
There's
I guess
Za.
you could say I'm like a super fan.
relax.
I don't know if that's a fair description.
Did you edit that video yourself?
No, the team want me to come out do an interview.
No, I love it.
I think they're showing on the video board during games this year.
Dude, that's
The king of Rutgers.
you're the king.
It's smart,
Rutgers.
man. There's not, if you think of anyone from Rutgers.
All I think of was Gandolfini.
That's what I was saying. So when I was listening to it, I was just thinking these are just free ticket answers right here.
Yeah.
The answers that he gave in the thing, he was just asking for free tickets.
It's
It's awesome, TJ.
it's James Gandolfini. It's Todd Frazier. TJ Hitchings.
Yeah, no, that's
Put it on a t-shirt.
legitimately.
Ray
it
Rice.
on a
I
t-shirt.
guess Ray Rice.
Ray Rice is
Okay.
gone now. Yeah.
He would have been. He
He
would
would have been, but TJ
He would have been at the top
TJ hit him on the
prior
leaderboard
to
now.
Yeah,
literally.
TJ passed him. He hasn't hit any women to my knowledge.
Yeah. yeah
The McCourty twins went there.
TJ, as long as you don't hit anyone, you're gonna be top 5.
I could promise I won't hit a woman. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah,
I'll commit to saying that.
Nice. That's a good promise. This fucking bug.
There's been one that's just been
around. Steven, what's going on? Win Total Wednesday.
How we doing, boys?
Good, man. How are you?
Wonderful. So we're going to the crumbs with this one. We are going the Charlotte 49ers over 4.5.
Love it.
You have 4 wins on the schedule already. FIU, who's the worst team in the country. UTEP, second worst team in the country. William and Mary, gun to my head, I have no idea where they're at. And Rice. So that's 4 wins right there. Now you have a revenge spot against FAU. They can beat Western Kentucky, and they can also beat Middle Tennessee. And my last thing with that is free Deshaun Watson, and I will hang up and listen, boys.
Yeah, I like Will Healy. Their coach is a good coach.
Yeah, I mean, if you have, obviously the first 2 teams, they are so fucking bad. If you have a win total 4.5, and you have maybe 6 or 7, that's obviously a great fucking.
No, I actually like it. Their offense is good.
Yeah,
I remember that Duke game got real wild.
They beat them. I had them outright.
I had them too.
Their offense is good. Like they should do decently well in that conference.
Matt, New Jersey, win total Wednesday. What's up?
Yeah, what's going on, boys? I have UCLA over 8. They returned DTR and Zach Charbonnet for their senior years. Chip Kelly going into his 5th year. They won 8 games last year. I don't see why they can't repeat. They have 8 home games this year, starting with Bowling Green, Alabama State, South Alabama, Colorado, and Washington. They should be 5-0 going into Utah at home, and then they take on Oregon away, but they also get USC at home, and they finish the season with Cal on the road. So I don't see how this can't be a 9 or 10 win team.
I think it's possible too. I can't believe DTR's still there.
Yeah, crazy.
He's on the never ground. I mean,
he started early on.
Oh, I know. Yeah, Chip Kelly, he was their freshman, but they look. I mean, I know it had more to do with LSU struggling, but UCLA looked awesome early in the year last year, and I know they faded a little bit late, but they definitely didn't. They weren't bad.
They honestly, really, they just dropped that one to Fresno.
Yeah,
I still swear. I wish so badly that was a prime. People would be talking about that as like
that game was insane,
all-time legendary.
That Fresno quarterback.
There's just only sick fucks like me that were up till like 2 a.m. watching that game. Jake Haener put on legitimately one of the best performances I've ever seen. This dude was literally throwing passes. His hip was like out of its socket.
yeah.
This guy literally was like collapsing, but throwing darts around the field. UCLA would score in 2 seconds. They came right back, scored a final one with like 15 seconds left. I love fucking Jake Haener. I love Fresno.
He ended up going to. So there was a weird thing.
He thought about it, and then
he said he was going to go, and then didn't.
He initially out of high school, I think he either went or was going to go and didn't, or he went and left. And then this year he entered the transfer portal. He thought about it.
Yeah, I remember them saying they thought he was going to go to Washington.
He stayed at Fresno.
Let me ask you guys a question.
I love that guy.
NFL question.
Sure.
What new quarterback on a new team this year is going to be the best? Because there's obviously a lot with Matt Ryan.
I mean, Russ Wilson's the obvious answer.
Wentz, Russell Wilson. Yeah, it is, but it's like he's got a lot. I think they're going to be fucking good, obviously.
I don't know.
What you're saying?
Yeah, Broncos. I mean, you got Baker. There's so many different.
I can't believe that Russell Wilson unironically wore his own jersey yesterday to train. You see that?
No, I didn't see that.
It was the class. It was basically how they had the Rodgers, like him getting out the car going the first day.
Yeah.
He wore his own jersey.
No.
A Broncos number 3 jersey, his own.
He hasn't even played a game yet.
It was like an old, or I think it was an old school jersey. It looked like it at least, or maybe it might be like a newer, like alternate one, like an orange one.
Do you think? And then now, best rookie quarterback. I don't know.
I think they're honestly. I don't think any of them are great.
Do you think any of them play? Like to start?
I think even Pickett's not. Like I think Trubisky's going to start. I really do.
Tomlin seems like the type to reward the veterans.
Yeah,
I think
Tomlin.
I'm also going to go. I'm going to say go on record. I think Trubisky's going to start and keep the job. Like I think he's going to play well enough that they don't even think.
You think he's going to go Tannehill on it, like Tannehill Titans? They're similar.
That might be like a little. To me, that's like very impressive.
No, agreed.
I don't know about maybe like just under that. Like I think he's going to be. I think he's going to be good enough where they don't really think about changing, or maybe like he has one bad game and happens. But I think there's never a real consideration to put in pick.
The guy I can't wait to see is Trey Lance, and because he barely got to play his last year of college, they played like 1 or 2 games because of COVID, and then,
they literally played one game just for him to showcase.
Yeah, and then last year he's a third over. You got to trust. I mean, you go through all of Kyle Shanahan's history, and the dude knows what he's doing on offense. For him to take him third overall says a lot. And then last year when he played, his shoulder was hurt. So, yeah, he played and he couldn't throw, so he looked bad not throwing and he could run a little. But the dude's got a cannon. He's now been in the offense for over a year. And then you look at what the Niners do. They're going to run the ball well with their O-line. If they just need him to do play actions and chunk 40-yard bombs, that dude can do it. I don't know if he's a guy that's going to throw 35 passes and spray it all over the field, but, if he could go 17 for 24 and be mobile and take some deep shots to – Debo and I don't know. I think he could be good.
That's the thing, though. We just don't know because, oh, God. Jesus Christ.
I told you.
He really doesn't know what's going on.
The car's sick, though.
Yeah, it is.
But still, that's...
Yeah, Trey Lance, it's just...
It's an upside thing. It's a boom or bust thing, but it could go really...
We have no fucking idea how he is because he doesn't play.
We talked about it when
he was hurt when he played.
When Steve was in here, I think without question, he's the biggest X factor in the NFL.
Their
it's a Super Bowl roster.
Oh, and the weapons they got.
Outside of if
Debo and Kittle,
it's Super Bowl roster,
they
absolutely.
got dudes, man.
The offensive line is great defense. That is a Super Bowl team if he can play well.
No, and I know Marty, your point on Garoppolo, he's definitely not awful, but like their playoffs, I mean, what'd they beat Green Bay 13-10? That Cowboys game was a defensive struggle.
And he just handed
the Rams
that ball
got,
off a lot.
It wasn't like
he needs a Super Bowl roster to take. Like he needs an elite team.
No, it's definitely Trey Lance's time. Like I agree with you guys there. But gun to head, who's the first rookie quarterback that plays then?
The first rookie quarterback that plays?
I think it could be Ritter.
That's who I was going to say too.
Ritter,
I'm a Ritter guy. I
also just think I mean, if the Falcons, maybe they could scrape together 7 wins, maybe. But when it's going bad for them, why would they not give Ritter a shot if they're going to be a bad team anyway?
I don't.
Mariota's a stopgap. There's no ways anymore.
Who knows? Maybe Mariota can flip the script and be like his own Tannehill somebody else. But I don't know. I'm not a big Mariota.
I do think it was interesting that Arthur Smith brought Mariota back because Mariota, they couldn't score when Arthur Smith was his offensive coordinator for the Titans. He played for him.
Yep.
They when they put Tannehill in that week 6 or week 7 in Denver. I mean, they were scoring 10 points.
They literally were like doubling their offensive output.
Yeah, I mean, they went from like 10 points a game to like 30 something a game. I mean, I don't know. I just thought it was surprising after Mariota struggled so much for him that he showed that much faith to go get him.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I guess also it was kind of like a low risk, stocks low. But yeah, I guess I'd say Ritter probably. I think Ritter's kind of one of the easier answers just because like the quarterback situations in front of him is so wishy-washy. Like Mariota's not going to have the longest leash. I mean,
yeah, the guy's not a rookie, but I feel like it's almost his rookie year because what happened in Jacksonville. I can't wait to see Trevor Lawrence this year.
Yeah.
I mean, last year was just such a disaster and a write-off.
He had no chance.
Yeah, he had no chance, and now he's got Doug Peterson who did well with Wentz and Foles and all kinds of guys, and just a way better cultural situation, and I don't know, I think, and also getting Etienne back for him. They was a safety valve at Clemson. He didn't play it down last year. So I'm curious to see what Lawrence does. I think he can step forward.
Big Ev, you're leading the month right now. Let's get through some of our picks.
I'm free falling. This panic and
fish. You went under me.
Panic and fish run's not been good for the picks.
No, are you done with the concerts?
Last one tonight.
Oh my God!
I'm at a point. No, but I'm at a point. Like, think about it out loud here. Tonight would be night 7. I mean, how do you not finish the week?
Is it Fish?
Yeah, I did Fish last. I did. Jones Beach. It's 50-minute train ride. I got a hotel room.
Oh, it's not bad.
My buddy has a free ticket for me.
All right.
No, but it's like, I'm always going to look back on the summer that I just spent a whole week going to see Panic and Fish. I mean,
it's amazing.
Yeah, unbelievable. Well. Summer, unbelievable.
All right, Big. Did you hit a big parlay?
Me? No, I hit a
hit parade.
We hit a couple hit parades.
Oh.
So we had a couple. The one was plus like 300. We've hit a couple good ones. And the other day I hit Rockies both ways, like 150 and 170.
I think we got to take Brandon out soon.
5 and 4.
We can't have that on a record.
That's why
bet 4 days.
That's why he's not giving more picks because he can just ride out for the weekend. At least just have a
and also
Brandon's he's reprogramming his brain away from everything for 2 months. I actually respect it.
I do want to just show the fucking crowd how hard gambling really is. John Rich is doing a joke of betting minus 900s and he is still losing.
Yeah, he's only lost like 3 of them.
He's lost 3 of them already. So it's like,
what is he, plus 1 unit? Or is he?
He's under
he's
1 unit.
under 1
now?
unit now. So it's like, that's how hard gambling is.
The gambling thing that's the toughest for us is the everyday thing is just rough.
Blattman's starting to look like Tyler O'Day with his fucking shorts.
Blattman went to Ole Miss in another life with those shorts. He loves showing some inner thigh.
All right, Big Ev.
All right, so the picks, fortunately, this one already started, but you actually get it a better number. They didn't score in the top half. Phillies Braves over 9. I'm taking the Yankees Mets over again. It's over 7 tonight. I said it yesterday. It kind of came through in that first inning and just throughout the game. Weird shit just happened in Subway Series. I think we get over 7 runs tonight. I'm on the Angels money line as dogs plus 120, and I'm on the Rangers money line in a pick'em today. Those are the plays.
All right, I'll go fast. I got the Yankees. You see the Yankees with the fucking plus sign.
I get what I don't hate your thought.
You just have to do it. I got the Padres. I got the Angels. I took the Twins because the Twins are, I think they're like plus 170. Is that the game I'm thinking about? Who are the Twins?
Playing the Brewers, I think.
Yeah.
It's possible. The Brewers could have a good pitcher.
The Brewers are minus 220. So the Twins aren't. I think they're exactly the same as the Brewers. So I think you got to go with them there. White Sox and the Giants.
I went under 8 Miami, Cincinnati. These Marlins games are 2-1 every night. St. Louis, I know that they've got Arenado, and we talked about it yesterday, and I got burned. But Adam Wainwright plus 205. Screw it. Yep. Live and let live. And I actually went Brewers by a run and a half because the pitching matchup thing.
All right, that's our picks. To be honest, Short Porch interviewed Mariano Rivera yesterday.
Sick.
That's fucking.
Dude, that's unbelievable.
When he sat down,
you grew up the Yankees. That's incredible.
Crazy. When he sat down, I was like, "You're the first man to ever make me blush, ever." Because it was like, and dude,
he's the GOAT, man.
If you listen to the interview, go listen to it now. It's out. Bro, he legitimately was just having a catch, and he found his cutter. He didn't know what was happening. And the pitching coach who was with him told him to stop throwing it. He said, stop throwing like that. Throw straight. He goes, I don't know how to anymore. It's not working. And he goes, yeah. And then after that, 17 years, I just told everyone what I'm throwing, and they couldn't hit it.
Yeah. Especially those lefties, he just sawed their bats off.
Breaking the bats,
broke bats.
I legitimately said, like, the Astros cheated to try and find out what pitches coming. You would just tell them. It's like, bro, that's crazy to think about having one pitch. Now you'd be like, dude, fucking learn another one, you know?
Nah, he's the GOAT, man.
He's the best.
That's
best reliever of all time.
That's the all-time ego thing, too. Just you know what's coming, and you can't do anything about it. It's like football. When you know the team's going to run it down your throat, you can't stop it. There's nothing more deflating in competition.
I mean, and think of just him in the playoffs, too. Like, you want to talk like a video game stat. What was it? The amount he was like 140 innings. There's 0.7 ERA.
There's more people
that's preposterous.
More people walked on the moon than scored runs against him in the playoffs.
Yeah. Just that Luis Gonzalez got lucky on that sawed off, and he sawed him off on that ball in the left field.
I mean, he didn't hit it hard. He
got lucky.
In the right place. Yeah,
I remember. I didn't have enough time to say to him, but I legitimately cried that day.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Have y'all been to Jones Beach before?
Yeah,
I haven't actually.
Dude, Jones Beach, awesome. One of the coolest venues I've ever been to out on the water, on the beach. Like I said, this really is it. Night 7, but.
Good for you, Mincy.
Yeah, hey, get it while it's good.
Hell of a run, Mincy.
I know, it's some summer Mincy, baby.
Love it. That's Pick Central. The Yak is up next. See you guys.